Admiral, we have received word of an imminent enemy airstrike. We need to boost our defenses. The carrier's defenses are measured in defense points, shown on a meter in the top left corner of the screen. Hover your cursor over the defense meter for more information. Our strike group's escort ships share a separate defense value, shown on the highlighted escort icon. Hover over this icon to continue. To increase these values, we need to assign crew to a specific department. We can increase both our defense values by assigning personnel to the anti-aircraft department, 1 point per crew unit. Drag and drop a crew unit there now. The number of available slots in the department can be upgraded later, sir. We can now exit this menu, sir. Ordering our ship's escort to assume a defensive formation will also increase both of our defense values. This can be achieved by launching a defensive position order. Select this order from the orders list, assign yourself to the task, Admiral, and then confirm the order.
Same old, same old.
In the island view, we can send an officer to the Combat Information Center to set the switch to Add 1 times CAP mission, enabling a combat air patrol mission.
Ready, sir! On my way! Sir!
You must now enter the deck view, Admiral. Position 2 squadrons of fighter aircraft on the deck to prepare the CAP mission. Remember that you can see the planes required for a mission by hovering over its icon below, sir. Launch the mission, and you'll see both our carriers and escort's defense values increase by 2 points.
Issue a fighter squadron on the deck. Issue a fighter squadron on the deck. Start engine.
Next, sir, I recommend another defensive action that can be executed from the island. The switch we want to set is in the pilot briefing room, Admiral. Move your available officer there.
Awaiting orders! Roger that!
In this room, you can set the switch to add +1 carrier defense to give our carrier's defense value another boost. We are almost ready, sir. We can also use the active ability of one of our escort ships to get our defenses to the requisite level. To do this, we begin by opening the escort panel. Click the Heavy Cruisers Play button. 2 options will appear for this ship's active ability. One to raise our carrier's defense, the other to raise our escort's defense. Each of these options raises one of 2 defense values. Other ships' abilities will raise both. For now, click the Carrier Defense button. Excellent, Admiral. We are now in a much better position to defend against enemy attacks. You can click the incoming enemy button above the radar to see the approaching forces. Observe the value of the enemy's attack strength in comparison to our carrier's defense. We must now wait to see how the battle unfolds. Well done, sir. We successfully repelled the attack. However, our defense values have decreased. Some of the effects of the measures we took to raise our defenses were temporary, having been put to use, like the CAP mission, or worn off over time. Hover over the carrier's defense meter for more information. In the crew management menu, you will see that the anti-aircraft crew is currently busy maintaining the cannons, so they won't be available for other tasks for some time. To repair the ship faster, we need to assign as many men to damage control, DC, as we can, sir. The more units we have in that department, the greater each DC's team efficiency will be. Enter the crew management menu and assign 3 units to the damage control department. As always, we must wait for the units to take their positions in DC. Once we have enough personnel assigned to DC, we'll have an effective workforce ready to deal with damage and malfunctions. Once they are in position, close the menu to return to the deck, Admiral. We can form 1 damage control team from the island. To do so, you must first move an officer to the highlighted navigation room.
On my way!
From here, you can enable Add 1 times DC Team, which adds an additional damage control team. With our DC teams in place, repairs can begin. Enter the section's view to watch DC deal with the damage below deck. There's been a malfunction in the engine section, Admiral. To assign the DC teams to repair this, click one of their portraits in the damage control panel and select Malfunction Repair, represented by a cogwheel icon. Excellent. Now we need to wait for the malfunction to be fixed. Sir, a fire broke out in the hangar. We must assign one of our teams to firefighting duties. Quickly. This task is represented by the flame just in time. DC is dealing with the fire as we speak. Water has breached the helm section, Admiral. To pump out the water, a DC team must be assigned to deflooding duties, represented by the droplet icon. Teams to pump it out. Our men in DC are dealing with this, sir. We just need to wait for them to finish pumping out the water. As well as assigning tasks to DC teams, you can also take direct control over their actions. To enable, there is already an officer in the navigation room. In there, you can set the switch to the function labeled Boost and gain direct control of DC teams. Some of our crew have been injured, sir. Click the highlighted event icon to move the camera to where this event is taking place. While injured crew will receive first aid from DC teams assigned to medical duties in the damage control panel, you can also tend to them quickly by sending a DC team directly to the segment marked with the cross icon. Select a DC team from the panel and then click the segment where they are needed. We must not delay, sir.
Aye, aye.
We were able to save our injured shipmates, sir. Had we not reached them in time, they would still be alive, but in mortal danger. The unit's portrait in the crew management menu would then be marked with a red background and the time remaining until their deaths. Open the crew management menu, and I will show you how to help our crew in such circumstances. To make the medical department operational, you need to move an available crew unit there. The highlighted slot in the unassigned crew units panel, marked with a cross symbol, represents space in the sick bay. Move the critically injured unit there, sir, and they will receive treatment. The unit will be inactive for a while, but they will recover. You can now close the crew management menu. Another enemy airstrike is imminent, Admiral.
Sir!
We survived the attack, but the carrier sustained significant damage. You must coordinate the repairs, sir. Deck. Sir, damage control is needed.
Awaiting orders.
There is a fire below deck. Sir, damage control is needed.
On our way. On your command. Yes, sir. Ready. On our way. Awaiting orders. Ready. On your command. Aye, aye. Awaiting orders. Ready. On our way. On your command. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Ready. On your command. Impossible, sir. Ready. Awaiting orders. Ready.